Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hopefully everybody's having a great Monday morning. Actually, it's 17:20, so it's 5:20. So, not in the morning, it is PM. Hopefully I'm having a good Monday day. It is probably like afternoon, like late afternoon, evening, I don't know. But anyways, so we're going to get into this video. It's called Gun-Owning Mother Slams Beto. Beto O'Rourke, everybody knows him. And it's a campaign in Colorado. I think it was, like an hour away from Aurora, where the Columbine happened. So let's just get right into it, man. You know, let's jump right into it. See what's going down. Like, I already seen this video like 10 times. I can't quit watching this video. I really like this video. So also at the end of the video, we're gonna have some facts. So let's get right into it. Let's pull up this thing Bob here, and let's get right into it.
I was one of these gun-owning Americans that heard your speech and heard what you had to say regarding hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15s and your AR. And
Let's be respectful. Let's be respectful.
Well, I am here to say hell no, you're not. So with that, I would like to know how you intend to legislate evil, because it is not the gun, it is the heart of the man that does that. We all have stories.
Exactly.
Excuse me.
Let's allow her to finish, please.
We
Please.
can all have these stories. We all have the experiences. I was living in Aurora during Columbine. I had just recently moved when the Aurora shootings happened, yet I have very close ties here. Yet all of those people were there defenseless. They had no way to defend themselves against a crazed shooter. So I want to know how you intend to legislate the hearts of men and leave American citizens like myself, American mothers. I have 4 children. I'm 5'0", 100 pounds. Cannot really defend myself with a fist.
It's okay. Please allow her to finish.
I don't have my AR-15 today. I have my Glock. Don't worry, sir. I have your back. Anyway, I want to know how you're going to legislate that, because a criminal by defense breaks the law. So all you're going to do is restrict law-abiding citizens like myself.
Exactly.
We all know that you, sir, have a criminal history, and I understand that burglars do not like armed defense.
It's okay.
Yes, sir. Burglars do not like armed defense, yet that is a right that we have that shall not be infringed in America.
Exactly what that lady said. She explained it the best that anybody could have explained it. I think I really liked at that point Beto. You know, all those people were heckling her. He was like, y'all calm down, let her speak. I did like that. I agreed with that. I don't know how many other, liberal pansies would end up, being that cool about somebody asking them a question, or even fucking dissing on them like that. But sure, at least he was able to, let her talk. So she got her speech, and it was pretty cool. Now I don't know. I'm pretty sure the liberal or leftist agenda on guns, so they'd be like, oh, come up with some stupid excuse. But let's get into some facts right quick. So also, I wanted to get out there, I wanted to show y'all what Beto was arrested for. So he was initially charged with burglary, but prosecutors dropped the case against O'Rourke and his friends, so accomplices, in February 1996, when UTEP declined to pursue the charges. Yeah. Why weren't they thrown in jail? I feel like they should have been thrown in jail. I don't care who you are, what color you are, man, you should have went to jail. Should have went to fucking jail. O'Rourke was arrested for driving intoxicated on September 27, 1998 at 3 a.m. Interstate 10 in Anthony, Texas. Damn. So I don't know if he went to jail for, I know he got arrested for both, but I don't know if he went to jail for any of them, but if not, that's kind of fucking stupid, because I see many people going to jail for fucking DUIs and fucking burglary around here. Even if it's not that big of a deal, you know, they're still going to fucking serve some jail time. Alright, so let's get into the next thing. So this just shows mortality, all deaths, you know, pretty much. You know, this isn't just guns right here. It's just all deaths altogether per, you know, 10,000, 100,000 population. So you got all injury deaths, 243,000. You got poisoning deaths, 75,000. That's at a 7.6. Then you get motor vehicle traffic deaths per 1,000 population, 38,659. That'd be 11.9. I guess that's 11.9 people. So per, which is still a pretty big number, especially here with the firearms, which is 39,773. But that's also with suicides. I'm gonna show you with suicides and homicides what the gun violence is. Okay, so here we go. We got homicides. All homicides, 19,510. Deaths per 100,000 population. I guess that's 6 people. So firearm homicides, number of deaths is 14,542. So that's just firearm homicides, and that's only 4.5 people per 100,000 population. So that's a pretty low number. That's a pretty low number. I mean, it's high, it's low, but there's a lot of gun-free zones out there, so a lot of people aren't going to be protected. A lot of people, especially in California. I think Chicago might have some like gun-free zones. New York, Florida. I don't know about Texas. I know they're pretty high up there too. But let's get into suicides and self-infliction. I'm guessing, yeah, self-inflicted injury. So all suicides, 47,173. Deaths per 1,000 population, 14.5. Cause of death, rank 10. Pretty high. Firearm suicides, 23. So that factors into, when you come over here, the 39,773. And that factors in. Suffocation suicides, 13,000. You know, I mean, you can't. That's seen so many arguments about, oh, you should ban guns because of suicides, because they don't get a second chance. I'm pretty sure if you're gonna commit suicide, you know, anyway, you're not looking for a second chance. You're looking to end it there and now. Like, it's a dumbass argument that the dumbest argument, should I say, that I've ever freaking heard. Alright, so factual, factual look at guns in America. How guns are being used by citizens in America each year. So each year, I did the math on this, and so this is the number. So each year, so 31,672 incidents per year. That is self-defense. That's not homicide, accident, or suicide. That is self-defense. That is 3 million, close to 3 million lives that are being saved per year for, you know, having self-defense. Every year, guns are used over 80 times more often to protect a life than take one. See, that's another thing that Democrats don't look at. They don't look at how many lives are being saved. They only care about the ones that are taken. Yes, it's still a pretty high number, but compared to other countries, which we'll get into here in a minute, shows you a comparison to us to other countries. Some of these other countries are smaller. So, all right, so 270 million approximately number of civilian firearms in America. That's a lot of firearms. That means we have a lot of protection. So if somebody were to come over here to try and invade us, our civilians would be well armed. So 200. Also, here's the number for women. Gun rights are also women's rights. Just thought I'd put that in there. 200,000 times a year a woman uses a gun to defend against sexual abuse. 200,000 women use guns to defend against sexual abuse. 200,000. That's a lot of women. That's a lot of self-defense too. Polled felons say they won't mess with an armed victim. 3 out of 5. That's a pretty good number. That is a pretty good number. So that means you got 2% people that's fucking ballsy as hell. Gun ownership versus crime in an international perspective. Highest gun rate ownership per 100 residents. So we got 88.8 in the USA, 54.8 in Yemen, 45.7 in Switzerland, and 45.3. So that means compared to the rest of the world, we have then the top, in the top 4 compared to the rest of them, we have at least 35, 35 to almost 40% more gun owners than the rest of these countries. Now, highest intentional homicide rate per 100,000 residents. There's 91.6 in Honduras. Now this is top 4 right here. Yes, 69.2 in El Salvador. Remember, these countries are smaller than us as well. So they got a higher homicide rate with guns than we do. 69.2 in El Salvador. I already said that. I don't know what this one is, but they have 56.9 there, which is a lot. And that's, these are pretty small countries. And 52.2 in Jamaica, compared to these guys, or us. And down here at 103, we have 4.8% highest intentional homicide rate. That is a very low number compared to these smaller countries. Like at 103, that means we're doing something right with an 88.8%, gun ownership. I'll read you this paragraph real quick. A recent study published in Harvard Journal Law and Public Policy concluded that there is a negative correlation between gun ownership and violent crime in countries internationally. More guns equals less crime. Yes. It's been proven. There's even an actual fact down here that's going to prove why gun ownership is, helping crime in our country. Nations with strict gun control laws substantially higher murder rates than those. Higher murder rates than those who do not in general. In fact, 9 European nations with the lowest gun ownership rate have combined murder rates that 3 times that of the 9 European nation with the highest gun ownership rate. Man, that's a lot right there. United Kingdom case study: most violent country in EU. Possession of handguns is illegal, and there are 2,034 violent crimes per 100,000 people in UK versus 466 violent crimes per 100,000 people in the U.S. And that's because we have guns. They don't have guns, so there's going to be higher violent crime rates there. So in the decade following the Labour Party's election and banning handguns in 1997, the number of recorded violent attacks soared by 77% to 1.2 million in 2007, or more than 2 attacks every 2 minutes, or every minute. Man, that is a lot of attacks. See, this is why there's less gun homicides in America, and violent crimes, because of gun ownership. It is the fact that we are allowed to have guns that this crime is pretty darn low. Kitchen knives are being used as many as half of all stabbings in the United Kingdom, and prompted a group of doctors to call for a ban on long-pointed kitchen knives. So they're using anything that they could use to stab people with. Like, you just be walking down the road, somebody shanks the fuck out of you, and it's not even prison. You know, it's the United Kingdom country. You know, we fought our independence from, but they know better than us, I guess. Alrighty, so concealed carry in America. An analysis of FBI crime statistics found that the United States adopted concealed carry laws reduced. I don't know what these numbers are, but so this is the reduced for the numbers, I guess, of crime that have reduced due to concealed carry. So we got 8.5% murders have gone down, 5% rapes, 7% aggravated assault, and 3% robberies due to concealed carry in America. With just one exception, every public mass shooting in the U.S. since 1950 has taken place where citizens are banned from carrying guns. Despite strict gun regulations, Europe has 3 of the most worst 6 school shootings. Wow. That's pretty crazy. So, I guess police department armed citizens. The police have, I guess this is the gun. Yeah, okay, so total police officers, there's 794,300 police officers that, because they carry guns, compared to gun-owning citizens is 80 million gun-owning citizens. So we have more gun-owning citizens than we do police officers, and that's a good thing, because at least if they see somebody committing a crime, that they're gonna stop it. It's you can't. The police officers can't do everything, man. It's just not gonna happen. The police have an error rate of 11%, while armed citizens have 2%. I mean, it's probably gonna be less, because police do see a lot of violence and stuff. There's a lot of angry cops out there too, a lot of racist cops too. I'm not gonna say all of them are, but average deaths of shooting rampage stopped by police is 14.3, and average deaths of a shooting rampage stopped by a citizen is 2.3. Criminals killed each year is 606 by cops, and criminals killed each year by armed citizens is 1,527. That's a lot of fucking criminals. Now, I did read this earlier, and this is, one of the coolest facts that I, thought that was on here. So, in 1982, Kenshaw, Georgia, passed a law requiring heads of households to keep at least one firearm in the house. The residential burglary rate subsequently dropped 89% in Kenshaw, compared to just 10.4% drop in Georgia as a whole. Today, violent crime in Kenshaw is still 85% lower than Georgia or the national average. That's a lot, man. Mandatory after mandatory gun law. I feel like that's what we should have here. I feel like a mandatory gun law, for each person head of a house, that are non-violent offenders, of course, should own a gun. Which, I think that number, that 4.8 number might go down to a 2% number. This 4.8 could go down to like a 2, maybe a 1.5. This number would probably go up as well. Where else? These numbers would go up, like that's not how many people own guns, but these numbers would go up for sure. And this one, would go down. This one would go way up too. And I think it'd be a good, a great thing for a country, At least, we'd be prepared to defend ourselves against, enemies, foreign and domestic. I'm pretty sure when they mean domestic, pretty sure they mean self-defense for your home. So it means if you got somebody trying to break into your house, then that's a domestic, domestic enemy pretty much. But that's pretty much my point of view. I think this would be a great thing to do, having mandatory gun law, and having laxer gun laws, would help out in each state in this country. I mean, it's pretty much proof. The proof is in the pudding, man. We'd see these numbers go down. We definitely see these numbers for firearm deaths go down. I don't know about suicides, might still stay the same. May go up, who knows. But that's on people who commit suicide. That's their problem, not ours. So hopefully everybody has a great day. Like and subscribe if you liked the video. Sorry it's long, but I wanted to get some facts up in here too. So, right. Peace out.